Wednesday and Thursday, teen temperatures below and lots of sunshine. There you have it.
And here we have a trifecta of crock pots. It's crocking around the Christmas tree.
I noticed Andy's is the largest crock. I have Crockpot envy right now.
Yeah, you've got
the big,
some quartz in there.
What a crock.
I've considered picking up another one.
Did you really?
I'm a little crock crazy. Every garage sale, I look for the next best Crockpot deal as well. I want to get one from the 70s, you know, that has the flowers on the side.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dig deep. I've got the little dippers at home, too. You have those?
I do. Yeah, I've got a small one, too.
Jill's got something going on,
So we're
too.
crocking around the Christmas tree. That's kind of the whole. We're having some fun, obviously, this morning. Yeah, because our special guest is here. Santa's going to be sampling our wares during the 8 o'clock hour, like 8:20, right? Now, Jill, I noticed you have a. Is it like a surprise that you've got going on over there?
Okay, so the reason why I experimented yesterday, and if you've ever thought that maybe you can't burn anything in a slow cooker, you certainly can, because I did just that when I was experimenting with my Chex Mix. So the reason why the paper towel is here is to absorb the moisture, because I don't have one of those steam-releasing lids.
Oh, okay.
So that will ensure that the Chex Mix is not soggy. Nobody likes soggy Christmas mix, right?
Did you Google that to find out that that would work?
There was Googling,
It was Googling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're smart, Santa. Okay, and what are you making, Andy?
I'm making mini meatball sandwiches. So what I've done is, this is going to be the easiest of the 3 recipes, something you can throw together real quick. I take some frozen meatballs, your choice. You can have turkey or Angus. It's really your choice. A couple of jars of pasta sauce, some extra little spices. Stir it up, let it sit so those meatballs can really absorb the flavor. Then get your buns, cut them up, leave them out for the guests. The one thing I'm missing, if anybody's still on the way to work, Parmesan cheese.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
And I'm doing mulled wine, straight up Ted's mulled wine. But I MacGyvered a recipe I found. Like, I've modified it.
Oh, so you didn't just rip and read.
And I don't know if it's the back pain medication that maybe kind of do this whimsical twist on it. But
You
we'll
didn't
see.
put that in there.
No, I did not put the medication.
Whimsical
in there.
twist.
Puts you at a whimsical
If you
level.
can drive Ted home after the show.
I'm full of whimsy right now for the past couple of days, yeah.
Ted's whimsical recipe at 8. Merry Crockmas, everybody. It's
Merry
a Crockpot
Crockmas.
Christmas
Crockmas.
here, thanks to the BT team, and we've assembled some great recipes to be put to the test by Santa himself. Are you hungry, Santa?
Oh, if you hear that sound, that's not the train.
That's a grumble.
That's the grumbling in the belly.
When do you start carbo loading for your big day?
Yeah,
night?
well, I kind of do that for about an hour every day.
Okay. Carbo loading.
Regiment.
That's
All
right.
right.
I respect that.
Let's begin with the cocktail, and that would be
So this is
Crocktail.
So I don't know a mulled wine recipe off by heart. So I searched a bunch of them and chose a couple that I had in mind, and then I modified them slightly into Ted's mulled wine. And this is the regular stuff. There's a couple of bottles of red wine in here. There are orange slices. So you got 2 oranges, half a cup of sugar, ground cloves, cinnamon. The random holiday spice, they suggested nutmeg. So I followed that recipe with nutmeg. But, I mean, you could put whatever you want in there. Some people might like ginger for a little zing in their mulled wine. 2 cups of water, a bottle of red wine, and the 1/4 cup of random holiday liqueur. I have to warn you guys that I put a lot more than a 1/4 cup of the random holiday liqueur.
Which happens to be?
Well, there's a couple in here. 3, actually.
Oh.
There's port, and there is brandy, and there is, I happen to like the floral taste of gin, and so that's in here too.
Come on. That's why Santa's eyes are watering.
Yeah.
Is the steam coming off the mulled wine?
So this may have a little bit more, well, you may have a bit more pep in your step after this. It'll loosen up my back, which is a good thing.
That would be a very good thing.
You can see through time after you have one of those.
Exactly.
All right, Andy, what are you making for us this morning?
Well, what it gets down to for me is a complete ease, because you know it is a kind of a busy time of the year, right? I don't have a fancy full screen breakdown of my ingredients, but I don't need them. Okay. What you do is go to the supermarket, grab your favorite frozen meatballs. You can make them, but that's a little too ambitious this time of the year. Buy the frozen turkey, frozen Angus, or straight up whatever's on sale, right?
Yep.
And then you get them a 48 to 60 count. Get 2 jars of the cheapest pasta sauce you can find, spaghetti sauce. I got a couple of the big 2 canned Ital pasta. It's a Canadian company.
Yeah.
Pour them in with your meatballs.
This is what it looks like?
Yeah, I put a little bit of seasoning salt in there and some pepper, and I just put some...
Don't drip over top of
the electrical
not over
cord.
the power bar,
That'd be, I'll be on YouTube for sure. And so the deal is, it really takes on the flavor, right? And then the big question is, you want
Any
to get...
random ingredients in here?
No,
The frozen
no,
meatballs
sriracha.
really take on the flavor of the canned spaghetti sauce.
Listen, thank me later when you give it a try.
I'll try it.
Because you get a fresh... It just depends on, well, you want to get to the bakery, right? And you think, how big are your buns? You want to cut them in half because you're only putting a couple of meatballs in, right?
Per
you don't
bun.
want... Yeah, I mean, are you here to feed everybody? No, it's a snack, of course. So I cut my rolls in half there, and we're going to put 2 meatballs on, and you can put Parmesan or whatever you want on top, too.
What
Delicious.
does Jillian have at the end of
Fun
the
of
table?
me.
All right, so we've done some holiday mix here this morning, and I went with the salty and sweet.
Oh,
We
nice.
like salty and
Because
sweet.
I'm not
good.
the only one that's had this idea, and they only had the cinnamon left.
That's because I love that. Because.
So decision made, and basically
That's right.
it's a 10-to-1 ratio. So 10 cups of cereals of your choice. The pretzels are classic. I put some corn nuts in there as well as peanuts. I did a couple of cups of that because, you know, everyone's
fun.
picking through that.
It's a nice random ingredient. I
Right?
Like that.
And then what you do is you put a stick of butter, half a cup of brown sugar, some cinnamon, 2 drizzles of this stuff.
Oh, maple syrup.
Yeah, maple
Nice.
syrup.
Very nice.
And then some
Salt.
salt. So that's to taste. Sorry, Stephen, I'm doing exactly what we are told not to
I'm
do.
not sure if I'm smelling yours or Ted's mulled wine
Mulled
smell
wine's
that's
been
overwhelming.
dominating, Yeah.
But here's the key. This needs to slow cook for 3 hours, and every half an hour you have to get in there and stir up
How
the
did you
bottom.
learn that?
I learned that because I burnt my batch last night. But that didn't stop me from putting it in a mason jar, just in case anyone wanted to try some this morning. Andy?
Do as I say, not as I do. That's what we've learned from Joe. Let me-
I was trying to hide and pick through the burnt pieces. Kind of impossible.
You're making fun of me and my canned sauces. I'll tell you what. That's good. That's good. That's good.
Oh, doesn't that look
I'm not sure if
yummy?
Santa
Oh,
wants to
look
try
at
some
that little
burnt
Dark there.
Look at that. I'll take
try
these
some
2
burnt.
later ones.
We're going to try the real stuff coming up in a bit. This is the round 1.
All right, and I'm going to put the paper towel back on because that's
Okay.
what absorbs the condensation so that you don't have
That's a
them
good
soggy.
trick. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Got that cooked over and up on fire.
All right, the time has arrived
It has.
to test out the Crockpot recipes just in time for the holiday season, and who better to taste test than
Oh, yeah.
Santa.
Santa,
One
of
Santa
course.
Claus.
Oh, that's a full cup.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, Santa's a thirsty guy this time.
Bring
of
on
year.
your mulledness.
So I'm just spinning it so you get handle first. And of course, you garnish it. I don't know if we can show. This one's really full, but if we show this one here, Nick, I don't know if it's possible to show that one. You garnish it with a slice of orange, guys, and a cinnamon stick.
A cinnamon stick.
Cinnamon. Sorry, did I move it on you? I'm sorry. Excuse me. And so I have Santa's here. Santa's is extra full because, as I said, he's carbo loading.
It
Careful,
needs the
Santa.
fuel.
There you go, Santa.
All
and
right.
you know, give it. I don't know if it's super hot, so just be careful.
I'm just kind of wafting it in right now.
Something's wafting over here. Yeah. Watch the electrical cords, I'll tell you.
He's a thirsty guy.
And it's gone.
What do you think?
I'm in heaven. I'm just gonna. Oh no, that's no. It's just the right temperature.
Oh, good. Okay.
We'll have to share that on our
I'll
Facebook
make this so you
page,
have
Ted.
some room here.
Oh.
I will. I have the recipe here for sure. We'll put it. Yeah, here it is again. Really
prepared one,
simple.
this guy, eh?
As Jill just mentioned, I know we want to get on to Andy's meatball sandwiches
Warmth in the
and
belly.
Jill's mix here as well. But that's the recipe on the screen. We'll put it on Facebook and all those things so you can check it out for yourself.
Yeah.
The
Chex
random
Mix?
holiday liqueur, by the way, was a 3-point affair.
I can
as
taste
created
it.
by Ted.
You can feel free to add as much of each ingredient yourself. Yeah.
3 parts.
Yeah.
These are the meatballs. Now, Santa, I know that you don't want to get gloves or your, your fancy, whatever you call this. Is it mohair? What do we call? I don't even
Sure.
know. The mohair fringe. So you can try with just because your hands will get dirty, meatballs. So the meatballs again have been about 8 hours in pasta sauce.
You did it for
Put
8
some-
hours.
Yeah, I did it
You
overnight.
did?
Nice.
I can't believe you did anything for 8 hours. Just trying to get you back.
Never been in the office
Here
for
we
8
go.
hours, but
Smell.
Good.
might be hot.
What do you think, Santa?
Oh.
Is it good? Mm-hmm. Nice.
Maybe got some on the beard.
You,
but
Andy?
I'm fully responsible
we
for
might
that.
need a little napkin for
We'll
Santa.
get you a
Oh,
wet
that's
wipe.
okay.
We'll
I'll
take
get
care of
that
you.
clean up later.
Okay, so I've actually sampled this for you a little bit early. It has about a half an hour left to go, so it's nice and warm. And this is the unburnt mix. Well, let's show it here, Stephen. So this is what it looks like.
You've been stirring this one, right?
Yes, we
Yeah.
stir it every
It's a
half an
stirring
hour.
story.
It goes 3 hours in the crock pot, and it's 10 cups of your choice of you know, a selection of cereals and nuts and pretzels, etc. Brown sugar, a stick of butter, cinnamon, maple
Did you have
syrup.
any random things you threw in there?
Yeah, the random
Corn
ingredients.
nuts.
Like 3 extra bottles of
Corn
butter.
nuts, yeah,
Corn nuts.
random
Okay,
ingredients.
Okay, here you go, Santa.
All right.
I love random
Ooh,
ingredients.
it's warm. Oh, much better than the camp trail.
Perfect. That's the recipe that will stick. Ted, you want to try some?
Yeah, I do, actually. That'd be
Okay.
great. Thanks, Jill.
Andrew Schultz.
Let's go.
Ooh, it is warm.
Corn nutty.
Thank you. Corn nutty good. Oh, it's very warm, in fact. Indeed.
Oh, very good.
How is it?
It's
Oh,
great.
my.
You can see you put a bowl of that out and how it will disappear.
It'll disappear in a second. This is really good.
Anyone want this jar?
The campfire mix, I'm going to pass on.
Corn nuts
All
are
right, that's
nice.
going to go uneaten, and usually things don't go uneaten around these parts.
Bring it to radio. They'll
Yeah,
be
the
done with
radio
it.
guys,
Oh,
our friends
good
at
point, good
660
point.
will eat that.
Good
Corn
point.
nuts are a nice touch.
All right.
Especially with the mulled wine.
Oh, yeah, guys.
You know, I put hazelnuts in the original burnt
Here,
mix,
Andy.
unfortunately.
For you and Jill, you get a tall
I'm going to run. You guys enjoy. I'm going to
because
run
you're
do some
taller
quick
than
weather.
Andy.
Thank you, Ted.
I'm walking.
And
Whether
you
or
have
not
work
like
to
it,
do.
he's